And Hawaii Capitals hockey is brought to you by Fisher Rounds and Associates, Bank West, Zander Auto Parts, Leisure Palace, Hermanson Endodontics, Weatherall, Sunmasters, and All Around Graphics. We welcome you here to the Rushmore Thunderdome as the Hawaii Capital Lady Caps take on the Rushmore Thunder in another game for the Caps to try and get back up on top of their standings. And when they win today, they move to 5th place. They currently sit in 7th place as they would jump ahead of Watertown and Huron with the win just today to move into 5th place where Watertown's at right now. John Wickler here on this Saturday evening. Glad you're with us here on Capital City Rock and those watching on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Yes, if you're watching YouTube right now, you just see the logo, but that will change once the game gets underway. We'll have it for you here. You can watch that game on Capital City Rock Sports on YouTube. The 14U team went a little bit longer. That game went a little bit longer. Unfortunately, the Lady Caps ended up losing that game in overtime, but that's why it went a little bit longer, because we went into overtime. So we are starting to get set here for this contest between the Hawaii Lady Caps and the Rushmore Thunder. These two teams met all the way back right on the second game of the season for the Hawaii Lady Capitals. They improved to 2-0 on the season when they won 6-2 back at the Expo Center, scoring 3 second-period goals. That was part of a 5-point weekend for the Capitals. Since then, things haven't gone as planned or as hoped from where that first weekend was when they went 2-0-0-1. Since then, they're 2-1. They have picked up a lot of points with going to overtime 3 different times. However, it hasn't been as good as what they were hoping for. But today and tonight, there's another opportunity against the Rushmore Thunder. They'll have the Rushmore. They'll have a chance to take on Brookings and Watertown again. We'll have that Watertown game for you coming up on Pink the Rink night. That'll be our next girls broadcast after tonight. Will be that Watertown game coming up. They have a chance to beat Sioux Center twice. They'll go to Sioux Center and play that team twice as they're behind them in the standings as well. So when you look at where they're at right now and where this team sits at going into this last couple weeks, the schedule turns a little bit more favorable for them. They've already played Mitchell twice. They still have to play Sioux Falls another time. They're going to play Aberdeen twice. So those are 4 really big games. However, you look at Watertown, very winnable. Brookings, you went to overtime, so that feels winnable. Sioux Center, those 2 games feel winnable, and tonight feels winnable too. And that's what Coach Tessa Singleton and the rest of the Hawaii Lady Capitals are thinking. Not looking past the Rushmore Thunder, but knowing that the schedule does turn in a little bit more favor for them to try and rack up some wins and try and rack up some points going into the state tournament, because that 4-5 seed is definitely up for grabs. You know, there may be no difference between other than the last change when it becomes to the 4-5 matchup. However, you want to be in that 4-5 matchup. I think that's probably where the Capitals at this point realistically would end up if things go as planned. They would need a lot of help to fall or to be able to jump to number 3 seed, and really number 2 and number 1, Mitchell and Sioux Falls, those are 2 teams that are not going to drop down past that number 1 and number 2 spot. And you got to beat both of them anyway. So even if you're 3 versus 6 or 4 versus 5, you're going to have to win 3 tough games if you want to win a state championship. I know I'm getting very far ahead of myself, but the Hawaii Capitals, they have that opportunity to kind of start turning things around here. And I say that, but it's not really turning things around. They don't need to turn things a whole lot around right now, because where they're sitting at is still a good spot, and they got a lot of games in hand. Huron's got 3 games left. They got 4 more games played than the Hawaii Capitals, and they're sitting right there at the same amount of points. Watertown's got 2 more games than what they've played. So no matter what happens tonight, they're still going to be the team with the fewest amount of points, or fewest amount of games played to this point of the season, going to tomorrow. So that tells you that they have a lot of chances to make up those spots by the end of the season. And let's talk about that game back with a 6-2 win for the Caps over the Rushmore Thunder, back all the way back on November 27th. That was the second game of the season for the Caps. They went to 2-0. Ashley Lee ended up with 2 goals in the game. He had Olivia Swenson, Bradley Kafka both scoring for the Caps as well. And Olivia Swenson scored 2 goals. Alyssa Stahl had a goal as well for the Lady Caps. Lee with 2, Swenson with 1, Kafka and Stahl with 1 each. Abigail Stewart-Fromm saved all but 2 shots. He went 21 of 23 in the win. Isabel Long had 38 shots against, made 32 saves. Those are the 2 starters again for both these 2 teams. And Lucia Vitas is going to be that girl again for the Rushmore Thunder. 11 goals so far. Mallory Chisholm and Kaya Olson, that top line, and they've combined for 17 goals. After that, things get a little bit more tough for the Rushmore Thunder to produce. 6 goals in the second line. Candace Skyberg, Livian Crawford-Loppe, and Paige Zimiga have 6 goals combined. Then you don't even have a full third line for the Rushmore Thunder. Evan Woods and Lily Hoffman, each with a goal apiece. Claire Larson, Samantha Woolsey, Belita Hengla, and Kaylin Cover, those defensemen, they've all combined for 3 goals and 3 assists on the season so far. And Isabel Long with 2 wins, a 5.64 goals against average, and a 746 save percentage. Kelly Simon's club looking for an opportunity to pick up, and would be, I wouldn't say stealing 2 points because you feel pretty good at home, but it would be 2 big points to pick up on a team, because right now they're sitting outside. They're looking in on the state tournament. Of course, they have an opportunity. There's still plenty of time. If they win out, they'll definitely be in the state tournament. If they probably win over 500, go over 500 the rest of the way, they probably will be in the state tournament. But it has to start tonight against the Oahe Capitals as they take on here at the Thunderdome in Rapid City. Glad you're with us here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. We'll take our first break here in the pregame show. When we come back, we have our Weather All Coaches interview. We'll talk with Coach Tessa Singleton of the Oahe Capitals. You're listening to Oahe Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art 3-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the capital city area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux Avenue in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your locally owned independent auto parts store, 500 West Sioux in Pierre. Go Caps!
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pierre.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierre say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
As we welcome you back to the pregame show here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Time for the Weather All Coaches interview. And joining me is Coach Tessa Singleton of the Oahe Capitals. Coach, you're coming in here today against this Rushmore Thunder team who you beat way back at the beginning of the season. But these are 2 big points. As you get farther and farther in the season, every game throughout the entire season has always got crucial 2 points. But this is a big one, too, because they're trailing in the standings right now. What's the feeling going into tonight?
Yeah, these 2 points for us are going to be huge as far as us going into state tournament where we want to be ranked. So this game's going to be hugely important for us.
For you guys, it's maybe not really been a long time to be on the road. You were on the road last Sunday, but been a while since you played this last team. What did you see from them the first time, and what do you expect from them here at home?
I expect them to have gotten a little bit better, but so have we. I expect a little bit of a closer game, but I expect us to come out with a W still.
Sarah Byrne has 5 points in her 3 games so far in 2022. The confidence is starting to flow from her a little bit, and that's going to be nice to see as well from a younger girl.
Yep, she's definitely a firecracker. When she gets going, she's on a roll.
Abigail Stewart-Fromm in net for you again, who's been very, very good. The record hasn't been there in the last several games, but she's been steady in between the pipes.
Mm-hmm. She's definitely the backbone of the team, and she's keeping us in a lot of these games for us.
So what does it mean to her? How important is it of a quick start again, trying to get on them early? Because you beat them by 4 the first time. How important is it to have a quick start?
Yeah, I think the last couple of games we've been really good about getting a couple of quick goals in right away. I think it's just consistency, playing hard all 3 periods for us.
And here with Addison Gray not dressing tonight, not going to be here for the game, how do you fix those lines, and how do you change things up here going into tonight?
We got a couple of young ones, Katie Reese and Micah Buffalo, that will come in and fill that spot for us.
And what's it going to take to get a win here tonight against Rushmore?
Consistency is going to be key for us. We're going to have to play good all 3 periods. Can't let up.
Coach, I appreciate the time. Good luck today.
Thank you.
Back for more of the pregame show next year on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pierre.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre. Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art 3-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
As we welcome you back here and getting set for the game between the Oahe Lady Caps and the Rushmore Thunder. John Wickler here on this Saturday evening. You're listening to KCCR FM Blunt as the Oahe Caps and Rushmore Thunder are set here to battle in just a little bit. Again, as you heard in the Weatherall coach interview, no Addison Gray, 1 goal, 6 assists. That will not be dressing for the Oahe Caps. Out sick but not COVID related, which is always good news not to have that, not to have COVID-19. But still, the bad news is she is not here tonight. So Addison Gray is not dressing, and that will hurt the Capitals anytime you lose one of those starters and one of those a senior and one at any point in the roster is a tough loss to have because of the limited numbers, but also you see what Addison Gray has done for this team, and those 7 points not being able to dress are going to hurt. However, we're going to have Micah Buffalo and Katie Reese kind of fill that role in that Addison Gray spot. So a little bit more ice time for both Buffalo and Reese, which is always a good thing. There's never a bad thing to have that happen. So we're going to see them a little bit more tonight than we have in the last several games. And we'll see how those two respond, either playing with Olivia Swenson and Ashley Lee, or playing with Bradley Kafka, Cami Larson, Sarah Byrne. That just a combo of those two lines will be around. But you look at what Sarah Byrne, we talked about her also in the Weatherall Coaches interview, that Sarah Byrne's probably the hottest Capital right now. 5 points in 3 games so far in 2022. She had a 2-goal night, another goal, another 2 assists since 2022 has began. She's got 3 goals and 5 assists, 8 points on the season now for Sarah Byrne. Bradley Kafka and Cami Larson both on that same line and will be moved around. Of course, Ashley Lee and Olivia Swenson, those two seniors, have combined for 18 points so far. Those defensemen is Kirsten Miller, Alyssa Stahl. They have combined for 4 goals. Brenna Ullman and Emily Nemec with the 1 goal, 2 assists combined between the two. And we talked about Isabel Long with her wins and save percentage. We look at Abigail Stewart-Fromm, who's got 3 wins, a 3.52 goals against average, an 878 save percentage. She went 2 straight games without allowing a goal. However, the first one, she was relieved towards the end of the game because the Caps had the game in hand and was able to get Sophia Pashong a chance to play, get a little ice time in between the pipes. They end up scoring a goal, so she didn't technically get credit for the shutout. And then also the next game, they played to a 0-0 tie, so she got a shutout, just didn't get the 2 points out of it that as a goalie you hoped to get, but you end up not getting a shutout or not getting that extra point. But the Caps and Rushmore Thunder are getting set here to battle here at the Thunderdome. It'll be the final time that we're here this year. The boys varsity team was here earlier on in the season, and now here tonight, the Lady Caps are here for their one road game at the Rushmore Thunderdome, as they will be taking on the Watertown. Next time that we have a girls Caps game, we'll tell you right now, next will be the Watertown Laker game, which will be the first Saturday in February, and that will be the Pink the Rink night. As we'll have both the boys and the girls varsity games. There'll be a game break in between, but both the girls and boys will play against the Watertown Lakers. Always a fun night for Pink the Rink, but that will be what is to come for the next girls broadcast after tonight. After tonight is done, our next broadcast for Hawaii Capitals hockey will be the boys, as they will be home on Saturday and Sunday. Next weekend we'll have both those for you here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports, as the Rushmore Thunder boys will be in town, as well as Aberdeen. That's a big weekend for the Capital boys. So we're just about set for puck drop here between the Rushmore Thunder and the Hawaii Capitals. We'll take one more break and come back with puck drop. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre. Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierre say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side, with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the capital city area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux Avenue in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your locally owned independent auto parts store, 500 West Sioux in Pierre. Go Caps!
As we welcome you back here, the Hawaii Capitals just now getting set to head on the ice as we are set for puck drop between the Hawaii Capitals and the Rushmore Thunder. The Caps will make their way out on the ice, and again, it'll be Abigail Stewart-Fromm in between the pipes for the Lady Caps, while will be Isabella Long in between the pipes for the Rushmore Thunder. Glad you're with us here on this Saturday evening. Spencer Kelly back at the station, our producer for the evening. We are just about set. We'll throw things down here for the introduction of the starting lineups once we get all those Lady Caps on the ice. Olivia Swenson, the last one to make her way. Bradley Kafka, the last one to make her way onto the ice. So we will have those starting lineups for you as we throw it down for the PA.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Rushmore Thunderdome. The Rushmore varsity girls are playing the Lady Capitals. Welcome. We've already done the national anthem this morning, so I'll read from our roster. Double zeros, Abigail Stewart-Fromm. Number 7, Sarah Burney. Number 12, Katie Reese. Number 16, Brenna Ullman. Number 25, Elena Youngblood. Number 30, Kristen Miller. Number 31, Alyssa Stahl. Number 33, Emily Namack. Number 36, Ashton Lee. Number 39, Cameron Larson. Number 52, Addison Gray. Number 59, Micah Buffalo. Number 80, we'll get you guys yet here, Olivia Swanson. And number 66, Riley Kafka. Rushmore Thunder girls, number 1, Claire Larson. Number 2, Mallory Chisholm. Number 8, Evan Woods. Number 9, Candace Skyberg. Number 11, Lucia B. Okay, sorry. Number 16, Paige Zion. Number 19, Samantha Woolsley. Number 20, Kaylin Cover. Number 21, Kylie Olson. Number 23, Satori Ponklub. Number 27, Belita. We're going with just Belita today. That's all she needs. It's like Cher. Number 29, Isabella Long. Number 15, Lily Hoffman. You girls ready to play some hockey?
So we're ready to go here on this Saturday evening. As they just announced everybody. No starting lineups were announced for this one, so we will try and get you that. Isabel Long is between the pipes for the Rushmore Thunder, and you know that it's going to be Abigail Stewart-Fromm for the Lady Caps. So we'll see here who will be for the Rushmore Thunder in their starting lineup, as well as for the Hawaii Lady Capitals. Be the first 5 out for each of them. And glad you're with us here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. It'll be first to come out here for the Rushmore Thunder. It'll be Candace Skyberg, Lucia Vitas, and Akaya Olsen. It'll be Samantha Woolsey, as well as number 27, Melita Hengla. So we're underway here this Saturday evening as the Rushmore Thunder won the opening face-off, but down in the corner it goes, and around it comes back up for Vitas. Sarah Byrne will play it for the Lady Caps. Ashley Lee will chase after it, but it will be taken by Cover. Kaylin Cover, she gets knocked down by Lee and then upends Sarah Byrne. Olivia Swenson quickly gets on the ice for the Lady Caps, and around it goes. Alyssa Stahl here on the near side will keep it in the zone. Here taken by Kaya Olsen. Around, back over, and Vitas is able to chip it out of the zone. And now a race after it, but a bad pass or a pass that just goes off the stick, and Alyssa Stahl was able to get to it. And now it'll be dumped in by Ashley Lee, and it goes in. Lee will pick it back up and then dump it in farther to go off for a change. Swenson over there for the Caps, over on the far side. Her pass goes up, and Emily Nemec. Good pass over for Kafka. One-timer gets blocked. Pass goes back out. Here's Chisholm. She'll try and chip it out. And it will be chipped out here by the Rushmore Thunder. And into the offensive end for the first time goes Rushmore. High in the net it goes, and Emily Nemec will take it here for the Lady Caps. So quick pass trying to exit the zone. Swenson still out on the ice. A long first shift here for Olivia Swenson. Nemec behind the nets. Around to the near side it goes, and a pass comes out, and Swenson's got a chance for a breakaway in the middle of a change. And being able to step in front was Crawford Loppy, just to make sure that she couldn't get that breakaway. Alyssa Stahl back to the blue line. And now the Rushmore Thunder. Pass goes here to the near side. Misses everybody. The wave off icing, and it'll be taken here by Kirsten Miller for the Lady Caps. 2 minutes gone by here in the opening period. Bouncing puck goes over the top of the stick of Sarah Byrne. And now to be played back to the Caps blue line, where it's back up again, and looks like Swenson hasn't left the ice at all. She's still out there for the Caps right now. That pass misses everybody. That will go all the way down, and it should result in an icing, and it does. So we get a whistle with 14:40 to go here in the first period. And the Lady Caps will have an offensive zone face-off. Just one shot on goal so far, and it belongs to the Caps. Face-off to the right of Long. Larson will take it. Goes in between the referee's feet, and then they're able to chip it out of the Rushmore Thunder, and a long race after it, and Vitas is in. Their first shot save is made by Stuart Fromm with the breakaway. The backhander back to the net from Skyberg. Misses target. And now back out to the blue line. The Caps can't get out just yet, but Ashley Lee in the back end. Here's Cami Larson. Pass goes back for Lee, off the stick, back to Larson, where she will dump it in. And chasing after it is Byrne, but taken first by the Rushmore Thunder. Cover turns it over behind the net. That pass goes off the boards. Held in by Nemec, but now will be taken by Olsen. Hard around the boards it goes. Vitas will wait for it. Try to chip and pass, but could not of Brenna Ullman. Caps are delayed offside. They'll tag back up with the Rushmore Thunder with possession. That pass misses everybody again. They will wave off icing, and Emily Nemec will have to play it behind Stuart Fromm, behind the cage. Here to the near side it comes, and around it goes, and out of the zone. And a pass will go back here for Lily Hoffman. Off the boards, chipped it, good pass up, but then taken by Swenson, and now Olivia Swenson is in. Swenson with a shot, and save is made by Long, trying to go 5-hole. And the rebound chance, a good stick lift away from Ashley Lee, so she couldn't get a shot away. Swenson's still with it, her backhander towards the slot, broken up, and out of the zone, except it was held in by Emily Nemec, and then threw it to the net, where it's sticked away by Long. Sarah Byrne, a pass over for Ashley Lee into the far side corner. Lee plays it back on the back end. She'll chip and circle around Olsen. Now it comes in front for Byrne with a shot and a save made off the glove of Long. She was wide open in front. Rushmore forgot about her. And Isabella Long pretty much guessed correctly where Byrne was going to go with that shot. It was to make the save. Now out of the zone it comes. Backhander from Ullman. Goes back to Ullman. And now a pass for Lee. Up for now Olivia Swenson. She'll dump it in. Lee got tangled up with the referee. She goes down, but gets right back up. Will go off for a change as now Cover has it here for the Thunder. 12:30 to go in the first period. Let's Stahl. That one's popped high up in the air. Stahl has it another time. She'll dump it in. Knocks down one of the Rushmore players. Just a collision, not a check. Riley Kafka had the puck. Trying to get a pass across, and will come back to Kafka. Now one-on-one. Here comes Kafka in. Kafka looking for a forehand shot. Save is made by Long. The rebound's still there. But goes behind the net, comes back out in front. And then a save cover for a whistle for Long. And we get a whistle with 12:01 to go here in the first period. There are 2 linesmen and a referee for this contest. 3 officials for us here this evening. 4-1 in shots right now in favor of the Oahe Caps. 12:01 to go. Still looking for her first goal of the game. This will come out to the blue line. Stahl fans in the first chance, but it comes right back to her. And then the pass or shot attempt was blocked, and it will finally come out of the zone. And now here are the Rushmore Thunder. They come in offside, but it is delayed as they let go of the puck to tag back up. Good poke by Riley Kafka. But now the Rushmore Thunder will bring it in. On the near side, swinging wide, coming to the front of the net. Backhander, they score. Paige Zimiga scores with 11:32 to go here in the first period. And Rushmore opens up the scoring. It'll be her 3rd of the season. And it is a 1-0 lead here for the Rushmore Thunder. We'll see if there's any assists given to the Zigama goal. So the Rushmore Thunder have the opening tally here tonight. Ashley Lee comes right back in. Her shot, save is made, but the rebound is loose and swung away by the Rushmore Thunder. Dumping it is Mallory Chisholm. It is an unassisted goal for Zimiga, her 4th of the season. Lee has it for the Caps. She'll carry it in the neutral zone. A good pass for Swenson. She got Byrne with her. 2-on-1. Byrne couldn't get the pass back for Swenson. And now Rushmore will counter, but their pass misses, and it will go down for an icing with 10:57 to go here in the first period. Got the backhand past Abigail Stewart-Fromm. Just the second shot of the game for the Rushmore Thunder. 10:57 to go here in the first period. Catherine Reese will take the face-off. It was won by Reese, but then nearly cleared out, held at the blue line for a moment. Now the Rushmore Thunder will start to come back the other way. The pass will be taken by Swenson. She'll leave it back. Get passed back for Miller. And now Kafka gets it in, but not very deep. Turning and swinging it, trying to get out of the zone. It does come out, and then delayed offside where the Caps touch it. And we get a whistle with 10:33 to go here in the first period. 1-0 Rushmore Thunder. Zimiga's goal made it that 1-0, her 3rd of the season. Face off here on the near side. It is won by the Caps, and Ashton Lee carries it in here for the Oahe Capitals. Lee will turn on the forehand shot, goes just wide. But he'll block her side on Long. That puck is loose in the slot, and it'll be out of the zone by the Rushmore Thunder. And here they look to attack. Passes then chipped in by Kaya Olsen. Came from Vitas. And from the near side, it's played back out. There's a chance from Skyberg that's blocked down, but the Caps can't clear it. It'll be held in at the blue line. Cover. Lee able to take the puck away and just barely chip it out of the zone. And the Caps, though, when it comes back in, Stahl misses it. That pass goes off of a skate. And it will be nearly out. That was Miller that was able to get a chance to block that pass. And now the Rushmore Thunder trying to circle around the Capital defense. But we played back out. And from the Rushmore own end, that one misses Covert. Well, the Caps now will try and dump it back in. It's played here on the near side where Briley Kafka now will take it. Kafka, her backhand pass over for Byrne, trying to chip it along, and Lizabelle Long was able to cover for a whistle with 9:07. And they're going to keep that clock rolling here with 9:03 left to go. They finally stopped the clock. 6-2 in shots. The Caps are leading in that category, but down 1-0 right now. Swenson on the faceoff. It'll be won by Swenson. Nemec will turn. That shot was redirected and it goes wide off of Kafka's stick. Swenson, her pass gets blocked up, comes back to Swenson. The shot save is made again by Long, and we get another whistle. So a couple of good looks here for the Lady Caps. 8:55 to go here in the period. The Caps still down 1-0. Face off, Swenson wins another one. Ullman will turn. That shot goes wide. Comes back in front, and Long will cover for another whistle with 8:49 to go. Ullman was able to corral that puck and fire it across. Swenson will take the face-off again. Caps are not changing, but Rushmore is. Swenson, it's not with the face-off this time. Then the puck is chipped up out of play. So we get a whistle. Another face-off upcoming here from the near side and to the left of Long. Backup goalie Claire Larson will be able to go retrieve the puck. Face-off again, won by the Rushmore Thunder. Cover hard around the boards, trying to get out of the zone. At the blue line, it does come out. Vita's trying to race after it. So is Katie Reese, and a good play there by Katie Reese to get to the puck first. And from the near side, and it's going to be taken now by Kafka. Riley Kafka's pass goes off of a skate, but it will come out of the zone. Reese is able to swing it along. And Cover will have to chase after it. Nearly overskated it and turned it over to Olivia Swenson. But the Rushmore Thunder start to go the other way. Good stick there by Ashley Lee. And at the blue line, the Caps come in onside. Lee try to turn it around and try to come in front. Kami Larson, a backhander towards the net, rolls up and behind the net, and then Lee, good backhand pass, no-look pass, and nearly got to Sarah Byrne in the slot. Goes all the way down, but not far enough for an icing. I mean, it just barely stopped past the red line, but the referees had waved it off well before it got to that point. Here's Kami Larson. Larson is in. Her shot save is made off the right pad of Isabella Long. Rushmore can't clear the zone. Alyssa Stahl, though, couldn't hold the zone as it's played back out. Cross corner dump from the Rushmore Thunder. Skyberg tried to leave the puck, but it will be played out. And it goes all the way down, but it was tipped, so no icing. 7:20 left to go here in the first period. And Caps trailing 1-0. Paige Zimiga's got the only goal so far. Melita Hengela is in. That shot goes high over Stuart Fromm. The rebound comes close to back in front of the net from the near side, but back to the blue line. And the Rushmore Thunder. That pass deflected to the near side. Briley Kafka. Good backhand pass out of the zone. Katie Reese trying to pick up speed. She gets nudged off of her course, but then chips and chases. Reese trying to throw it to the slot. She gets upended after she got the pass away, looking for Swenson in front, but it will be taken here by the Rushmore Thunder, and back down the other way it goes. There's a dump in here by the Thunder, and around it goes. Brenna Ullman for the Caps will get to it first. Tries to go up to the near side on the blue line, but is held in by the Rushmore Thunder. Nemec, good off the board pass for Kafka, who chips it out on the backhand. Thrown back in by Zimiga, the goal scorer. And here's Emily Nemec now here for the Lady Caps. Her pass for Swenson in the neutral zone. One of the Rushmore Thunder players fell down. That pass for Byrne and got off the stick and got into the zone. Ashley Lee takes the puck away, so now Lee will carry it in the offensive end. She tries to cut around the defenders and had the puck poke checked away from her. And it'll be all the way down again. Alyssa Stahl will get to it before it crosses the red line for an icing. So now Stahl trying to get up for Lee. Vitas takes it away. Vitas in front. That shot goes just wide to the glove side. She never really got full control of that puck, but she was in alone. Pass goes all the way through the slot and back around. Byrne clears the zone. 5:30 to go in the first period. Caps still down 1-0. This is it, Lily Hoffman. Lost it. Kaya Olsen. And then nearly taken away by Sarah Byrne. The Thunder were struggling And now Kirsten Miller, after it was played from Stuart Fromm up. And now pass just missing Byrne another time. Great to see Byrne maybe get that next goal, her fourth goal of 2022, which would be all 4 of her goals coming in this season. Be great to see that in the next just under 5 minutes. With 4:50 to go here in the first period. And from the near side is Kafka. And Bradley Kafka overskates the puck. Her pass misses. She fanned on it. Gets another pass, though, for Swenson. Swenson plays it across for Reese. And now here's Katie Reese in. Trying to throw it towards the net. It goes off of his skates. And then Hoffman out. And then Brenna Ullman dumps it in just at the red line. Nope, they're going to call icing. So they delayed whistle, but it was called from the referee calling icing on the Lady Caps with 4:20 left to go here in the first period. 8-3 in shots in favor of the Lady Caps, but they're down 1-0 right now on the scoreboard. Zimiga gets the only goal so far. Face-off is won by the Rushmore Thunder. Evan Woods won it, but it comes out of the zone. Here's Swenson. She's going to try to swing wide into the zone. Pulls up at the face-off circle, and then lost the puck. It will come out of the zone. A fluttering puck goes all the way down. It will be icing. Nope, they do not have icing up. Emily Nemec will turn. One of the Rushmore players fell down, so she took down Nemec with her accidentally. Maybe accidentally on purpose. But a pass from Reese for Swenson. Does come out of the zone. And now a chance to leave up for Ashley Lee. Just missing it was Swenson. A little bit too far for Lee. And that will be icing on the Rushmore Thunder, as they're a step behind that red line with 3:40 to go here in the first period. 8-3 in shots in favor of the Hawaii Capitals, but a 1-0 lead for the Rushmore Thunder. Paige Zimiga has got the goal. The face-off to the left of Long. It was won by the Caps, but then chipped down to the zone by Vitas, and now it's a race to try and catch her. Vitas is in, all alone. A backhander. Save is made by Stuart Fromm, and no rebound. Able to cover for a whistle. Vitas is looking for her 12th goal, team-leading 12th goal of the season. But a good save on the backhand from Abigail Stuart Fromm. And remain a 1-0 lead. Face-off, Kyle Olsen will take it. She'll win it. Chipped. Goes up, back to Zimiga. Shot. It gets blocked in front right before it got to the net. And then back behind the net, comes back out to the point. Winding up, the shot save is made by Stuart Fromm. Another chance, another save. Puck is still free. And back for Zimiga another time. That high shot goes just over Stuart Fromm. Might have went between her neck and the shoulder. And then Kami Larson intercepts a pass, trying to go to the slot, and Burns able to chip it out. Ashley Lee went chasing after it. She blocks down another pass. But it will be Lily Hoffman now that leaves it to try to leave it for Vitas. Kai Olsen will intercept the puck. And then Kami Larson, needs to be Emily Nemec. Pass up for Kami Larson. Just off of her stick. Then Brenna Ullman got the stick on the pass, but it still went behind her. And around it goes up on the far side. Byrne, a good backhand pass. Lee takes it with space. And she'll carry it in the offensive end. Ashley Lee picking up speed. Lee is still in. Overskates the puck. Backhander goes just wide. With 2:20 left to go in the period. Stahl couldn't hold the zone. Kicked out anyway by the Rushmore Thunder. Back over. Kirsten Miller. Good play across. Larson waits. Gets it for Kafka. In space here in the neutral zone. Back in. Bradley Kafka swings wide. Her shot. And a save made. Pass goes back in front and it bounces over for Long to make another save. Nearly held in by Miller, but it bounces over a stick. Goes all the way down. And it will result in an icing with 1:52 to go here in the first period. Couple of good looks for the Caps. Trying to find that tying goal right now as they trail at 1-0. Paige Zimiga's got the only goal so far, her third of the season. Olivia Swenson looks to win the face-off. She does. Goes back out. Miller. Her shot. Bouncing puck and a save made by Isabella Long as she'll scoop that one up for a whistle. with 1:45 left to go here in the first period. Another face-off here for the Lady Caps in the offensive end. Swenson will take another one. Puck is dropped and won by the Rushmore Thunder. And now here comes Rushmore back the other way. Getting in the zone is Zimiga another time. There's a shot. Save is made by Stuart Fromm and no rebound. Able to cover for another whistle. The speed that Paige Zimiga has had in this game specifically has been very impressive. Stuart Fromm, she's made just 6 saves on 7 chances. But boy, oh boy, all 6 of those shots, if they haven't been from right in front, they've been through traffic to make saves. The next face-off is won by the Thunder, but then Kami Larson gets out of the zone. Swenson up ahead for for Byrne. Into the zone, Sarah Byrne. Has it from the near side. Pass for Swenson, a one-timer. Save is made by Long. She scooped it away. There's another chance. Another save by Long. Good rebound chance there from Larson. 1:10 left to go. Lee picks it up. She'll go on defense right now, but Lee's going to think about offense here. Chips it off the board. Racing after it. Puck gets popped up and now taken by the Rushmore Thunder. Nearly turned back over for Lee. The speed that she has. Just when you think that she's about 5 to 10 feet behind you, she's right up next to you. Byrne, backhander. Good pass over for Swenson. Swenson is in. Swenson on the back end, controls it. Will turn with it. A shot, and that one's blocked off of a stick, and it goes wide. With 38 seconds to go in the first period, and then we get a cover and a whistle as Long was able to get the glove over the top of it. 36.5 left to go here in the first period. 13-7 in shots in favor of the Hawaii Capitals, but Paige Zimiga, an unassisted goal, as the only tally so far. Face-off is taken. Swenson lost the puck. Kafka with a shot. Another save made by Long. Larson around. Swenson has it with 23 to go. Swenson in front. Kafka goes off. I think it went off of one of the helmets with the Rushmore Thunder player. Kafka had the backhander and the one-timer, but it rolled up the stick and it rolled up off maybe one of the helmets of the Rushmore Thunder player. Now trying to come back in, and Kafka is offside as she tried to drag the foot and was going very, very slow trying to get in on side at the exact same time that Emily Nemec did, but could not quite get in on side on time with 5.9 to go here in the first period. Face off in the neutral zones, won by the Rushmore Thunder. They can let the clock roll out, and that's exactly what's going to happen as they throw it in the neutral zone. And it is a 1-0 lead for the Rushmore Thunder here at the end of the first period. 14-7 in shots in favor of the Hawaii Caps, but they trail it 1-0 here at the end of one. Paige Zimiga's got the only goal so far for the entire game. Unassisted goal, her third of the season. 1-0 our score at the end of the first period. We'll come back and have that first period total for you, even though I basically just gave it to you. We'll run down that short list, and then we'll check out other games across the state. Caps trail at 1-0 at the end of one. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pierre.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the capital city area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux Avenue in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your locally owned independent auto parts store, 500 West Sioux in Pierre. Go Caps!
As we welcome you back here, the Oahe Lady Caps down 1-0 as we head into the first intermission. As the Caps were they did outshoot Rushmore 14-7, but were outscored in that first period, just 1-0. As it was Paige Zimiga, the only goal of the game. That came with 11:32 to go in the first period, and it made it 1-0, and that is where we sit here at the end of the first period. No penalties between the two teams. It was Isabella Long who was 100% between the pipes, making all 14 saves, and Abigail Stewart-Fromm making 6 of 7 saves in that first period. That's all the stats that there were in that first period. The Caps had really good chances, had several and multiple really good chances in that first period. And you can say the same about the Rushmore Thunder. They were doubled up in shots, but I don't want to say that they doubled up the chances. However, I think overall the Lady Caps, or the Rushmore Thunder, had a lot of really, really good looks in that first period and nearly made it 2, 3, 4, 5-0. I mean, they played really, really well. They had some really good looks, but Abigail Stewart-Fromm was better. You know, Paige Zimigo was able to get that first backhander between the legs of Stewart-Fromm, went 5 full on her. And after that, Stewart-Fromm, I mean, that's what makes her such a good goalie, too, is being able to adjust after a goal goes in. You can kind of feel that's how maybe Rushmore was trying to play it. And it was the Rushmore Thunder who then were stopped the rest of the way. And Stewart-Fromm was able to make the next 5 saves in that first period. And they were all grade A chances from the Rushmore Thunder. So she was very good in that first period, although the Caps right now are down 1-0 here at the end of one. We will step aside. When we come back, we'll tell you about the rest of the state, what's happening in girls and boys varsity hockey for this Saturday evening. You're listening to Hawaii Capital Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates, at your service, at your side, with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the capital city area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux Avenue in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your locally owned independent auto parts store, 500 West Sioux in Pierre. Go Caps!
As we welcome you back here, we are in the midst of our first intermission reports as we check out to what is going on across the states here in girls and boys varsity hockey. The first game, the only game that is other than this one for girls hockey, it was the Mitchell Marlins beating the Yankton Gazelles 7-2 to stay at just one loss in the season. As the Marlins, they scored four first-period goals to lead 4-0 and led the entire way. As they had 3 goals from Kelsey Amick, another 2 from Kate Nash, and then Brooke Jarman and Brinley Sabers each had a goal for the Mitchell Marlins, who again, they just have one loss on the season and have been very good. That rematch with Sioux Falls coming up here. In boys varsity hockey is Watertown beating Yankton 6-0. That was at the Premier Center. It is Hockey Day in South Dakota, and they were able to Watertown and Yankton get to play at the Premier Center today, and Watertown beat Yankton 6-0. We'll see the boys and girls Watertown teams coming up at the first Saturday in February for Pink the Rink Night. Mason Witt had 5 goals in the game. 5 goals for Mason Witt, 1 for Blair Boomsma. Just 2 guys scored between the 6 goals that were scored. The other games that will take place here tonight, it will be Sioux Falls 2 in Aberdeen. That'll be at 8 o'clock in Aberdeen. That's 8 o'clock Central Time. Mitchell Marlins and Sioux Center Storm playing at 8 o'clock tonight. And then here at the Thunderdome, 9 o'clock Central Time start, Brookings and Rushmore. This is a big couple games here in boys hockey because tomorrow they'll play again, and that will be a big one. But these are the only 2 undefeated teams still left in the season. Brookings and Rushmore play again at 3 o'clock Central Time tomorrow. Same with Mitchell and Yankton both playing each other as well. But the Brookings Rangers, Rushmore Thunder, that boys varsity game is the number 1 and number 2 teams in the state playing each other here later on tonight. And of course, if those 2 teams will play, it's a rematch of the state championship from last year when Brookings was able to pick up the boys varsity state championship. But it is one that if they would meet again in the state tournament, you'll be able to hear on Capital City Rock and watch it on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports, as we'll have all the games once again for both the girls and boys varsity tournaments. The girls will be playing in Aberdeen. The boys in Sioux Falls will have all of those for you on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. It is a 1-0 lead for the Rushmore Thunder here at the end of the first period. The Caps did outshoot the Thunder 14-7 in that first period, but it was Zimiga that had the lone goal of the first period. That came with 11:32 left to go in the first. That was their second shot. They had 5 more that Stuart Fromm was able to shut the door. But it is a 1-0 lead for the Rushmore Thunder here at the end of the first period. We'll step aside when we come back. We have the second period for you next. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierre say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pierre.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the capital city area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux Avenue in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your locally owned independent auto parts store, 500 West Sioux in Pierre. Go Caps!
As we welcome you back here to the Rushmore Thunderdome as we are getting set for the second period. The Whitecaps trail it 1-0 to the Rushmore Thunder. John Wickler here at the Thunderdome with Spencer Kelly back at the station, our technical producer for the evening. Caps down 1-0, and again, that goal was scored by Paige Zieminga, the only tally that we saw in that first period. We've still got about another 2 minutes before we get back on the ice. Rushmore Thunder ready to go in for the referees to put the nets back on and the Caps to come back out. And again, next Saturday we'll be back on the air. It's a 6 o'clock start as the Rushmore Thunder boys varsity will be in town, as that's a big makeup, or not a big makeup game, but a big avenge game for the Hawaii Capitals. They came here against the Rushmore Thunder, had a 3-0 lead, ended up falling 5-3. But then the boys will have a chance to avenge that loss coming up here next Saturday when the Caps will take on the Thunder at the Expo Center. And again, the White Caps, the boys varsity team, they're off this weekend, but they're in the midst of having 10 straight home games. They have one more road game left of the season. That's the very, very final game of the year, when they'll travel out to Sioux Falls for just one game. That's the final weekend in February. That'll be our only hockey game that weekend, because then the next 2 weekends will fill you up with 22 hockey games. 11 the first weekend in the girls varsity state tournament, and then 11 the following weekend in the boys varsity state tournament. And the girls tournament is in Aberdeen, the boys in Sioux Falls. And if you're going to stay at the comfort of your own home, it doesn't really matter where it's at, because it'll be on Capital City Rock. That's what the one thing that you need to know. That'll be on Capital City Rock, and you can watch it here on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports as well. As both teams will be making their way out from the locker room here in just a moment. The Rushmore Thunder should be able to take the ice here as they're sitting at the bench. After this game gets over with, the JV teams will play between Brookings and Rushmore, and then the nightcap here at the Thunderdome, as it'll be the Brookings Rangers and the Rushmore Thunder in that boys varsity game. On their way out are the Lady Caps. Well, Ashton Lee will lead the team out, and we'll see what the Caps can do here in the second period. Down by just one shot right now. Doesn't take much, won't take much to tie this one up. All it is just one good shot. So we'll see the Caps send out Ashton Lee, Kami Larson, Alyssa Stahl, Riley Kafka, and Emily Nemick are out there. Ashton Lee and Kai Olsen on the face-off. We're underway here in the second period as Lee wins the opening face-off. Alyssa Stahl will step up offensively now here for the Caps. Delayed offside for the Caps as they are able to dump it in, and around it goes to the near side where the Caps look to attack as they go from right to left on your radio dial and on your screen on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. Emily Nemec here on the near side just below us here in the Crow's Nest. Comes in, and coming in is Lucia Vitas. But it'll come around to the far side. Olsen, a backhander towards the nets. Went through the slot, and Vitas was able to nearly put it in. Goes back out and held in by Lily Hoffman. Broken up by Kafka. And now Kafka thinking offense here for the Caps. Carries it in. Bumped off by Hoffman. Still has the puck, but lost her stick, so she had to go retrieve it. It'll come all the way around, and it will come out of the zone. So the Caps back from their own end. Larson, her pass goes up. That misses the stick of the Rushmore Thunders. Otherwise, they had an opportunity. And here's Ashley Lee. And Lee will start to carry it into the offensive end, trying to force the contact to keep possession of the puck. Comes to the near side, held in by the Caps and Kami Larson. Emily Nemec threw it towards the net, but it was blocked up. And the Rushmore Thunder in a weak clear out after it was fanned on, but it still came out from Hoffman. And we played all the way around. And here is the Rushmore Thunder back up and out of the zone. On the near side in the neutral zone. The Rushmore Thunder played all the way across. Knocked down by Ullman. It'll go back behind the net, but there is no icing. Ullman plays it around hard off the boards. It took a weird hop. Looked like it could have just circled around the boards, but instead jolted back out. Sarah Byrne had it, lost it off of her stick. Played back in the neutral zone. And then around it goes here for Swenson. Olivia Swenson steps up. Swenson trying to find a way to get a shot, but her pass back goes behind Sarah Byrne. And now ahead for Candace Skyberg, Evan Woods. And Woods, she lost her footing. Riley Kafka around behind the nets. And Kafka on the backhander, comes to the forehand, gets some speed in the neutral zone. Had Swenson moving forward, but couldn't find the pass over to her. And now the puck will be chipped along by Swenson. And Swenson and Byrne are both in. Swenson moves forward. Her shot off the blocker of Long. I don't know if she really saw it. Bounced off the blocker, and then it was popped high up and hit the bar above us. That extends all the way across. It wasn't just right above us, but it is a puck that goes out of play. Then a face-off that will come out of the zone, and it will be here in the near side. 14-18 to go here in the second period. Face-off. A battle here. Kami Larson chips it up. Lee knocks it down. She's got Alyssa Stahl over. There's a shot, though, from Lee. And then a rebound chance for Stahl, put just back on the side of the net. Larson from the corner, trying to throw it to the slot, goes off of a skate, and then chipped out by the Rushmore Thunder. Chasing after it, into the zone it goes. Here's Skyberg. Candace Skyberg, her pass to the slot, knocked down by Lee. Swings it over into the corner. And the heart around the boards to the far side. It will come close for Alyssa Stahl. Stahl took that drive and that routes around so she could stay in front of the Rushmore Thunder player. But the Thunder now have it. And Cover is getting a lot of speed into the zone one-on-one. And a good stick there from Ullman, so Cover couldn't get a shot away. Swenson intercepts a pass. Going off the boards for Sarah Byrne, just behind her skates. But it does go far enough, but it was off of the Rushmore Thunder, so there is no icing. And in the corner, Swenson a pass, looking for Byrne. Just intercepted, though, at the last second by Olsen. And Olsen is able to throw it off the boards and out. 2-on-1 for the Rushmore Thunder in. Skyberg, a backhander. Her pass misses. Was near for Swenson, but it comes all the way out of the zone. And it'll be played back out. And bringing it back along is Paige Zimiga, the goal scorer so far. 12:50 left to go in the second period. Still 1-0 lead for the Rushmore Thunder. Swenson gets a quick pass from Byrne. Late on a shift, Swenson moves in offensively. Her shot save, another save for Isabella Long. She's been very good in this game. There's a pass that's intercepted by Byrne. Threw it off the skates of Kafka, and they'll come back out of the zone. Nemec, her pass gets blocked up by Hengela, and then her shot goes wide for the blue line. To the near side it comes. Larson up just missing Lee, and it comes out of the zone. Back into the neutral zone. Lee at the blue line. And it'll be played over. Stuart Fromm. Here as it'll be played back out of the zone. Apologize for technical difficulties as back here on Capital City Rock. Olivia Swenson will take the faceoff. Into the zone, Swenson has it. Swenson trying to get a shot away, but throws it back out. Kafka from the blue line, shot off of his skates. Backhander from Byrne, blocked up again by the Rushmore Thunder. And here is Ullman. Got it back in momentarily, but now the Rushmore Thunder back out another time. Kafka plays it up. Here's Byrne. And Sarah Byrne is in another time. A backhander. That one's off the glove of Long. He played all the way around another time. Here is Ullman. That one misses the stick of Ullman. And a race after it. There's the Rushmore Thunder in. There's a pass that just misses Skyberg. Otherwise, she could have been all alone in. There's a pass. One of the Rushmore Thunder players got knocked down. Ullman trying to get a pass up for Stahl. Just misses her, and it's an icing that will go against the Capitals. So face-off will be now to the right of Stuart Fromm in the attacking end for the Rushmore Thunder at 10:53 to go here in the second period, and a 1-0 lead for the Rushmore Thunder. You're listening to KCCR FM Blunt, a Riverfront broadcasting station. 16-7 in shots in favor of the Caps, the only two that have been had in this period. That shot going wide by the Rushmore Thunder, but it still is a 1-0 lead for Rushmore. Stahl, quick pass over for Lee, just missing, but Kami Larson will take it. And Larson will pick up speed in. Larson from the back end. Her pass. Be played back around. And it'll be all the way down, and Rushmore coming in. There's a shot, they score. As I believe it was either Woods or Skyberg that got it, but it is a 2-0 lead now for the Rushmore Thunder with 10:24 left to go in the second.
Rushmore goal, 10:24, the second period. Goal scored by number 2, Mallory Chisholm.
Excuse me, Chisholm gets the goal.
Number 16, Paige Zimiga.
Zimiga gets the assist. So Chisholm gets the goal, her 4th of the season. And now the Caps down 2-0. Olivia Swenson. Pass going to the slots. Here's Asha Lee, a quick shot, and Elizabeth Long had the right position to make the save. Whether she saw it or not, was able to make the save. That's popped up in the blue line, and out of the zone it goes. The Caps are down 2-0, have to find their way out of this one with 9:55 to go in the second period. Emily Nebick all the way around. And it's held in by Hoffman. Walks it all the way in. Hoffman with a shot, and save made by Stuart Fromm with the glove, and no rebound, and a whistle with 9:41 to go here in the second period. So Mallory Chisholm gets the goal, her 4th of the season. Zimiga's got her 4th assist as well. And the Caps are trailing 2-0. Swenson will take the face-off to the left of Stuart Fromm. It's won, though, by the Thunder. There's a shot that rolls up, and the rebound, they score again. Skyberg makes it 3-0 with 9:37 to go here in the second period. It rolled up the stick, I believe, of Stuart Fromm. And Rushmore, with 9:37 to go in the second period, have opened things up to a 3-0 lead. And Coach Tessa Singleton has to take her time out here. We'll see the assists. Should be Hoffman with the assists.
Made by number 9, Candace Skyberg.
Skyberg's 4th of the year. Excuse me, Vitas got the assist. I believe it was Hoffman that shot the puck. But Vitas will get the assist. That is her 4th of the year. And the Caps are now down 3-0 here in the second period. They were reversed in the spot last Sunday when they took on the Huron All-Stars in Huron. They were up 3-0, ended up being a 3-3 tie. Now they're down 3-0 halfway through this game, and they've got to find a way to overcome that 3-goal deficit and try and tie this up, whether you send it to overtime or whether you end up winning the game in overtime or in regulation, whatever it is. Got to find a way to get points here. This is a big game. Rushmore at 2-9 right now in the season. The Caps at 3-4-2-1. Yes, you'll have 3 more points than the Rushmore Thunder, and they'll still have played more games than you have. However, it's still not a game that you want to drop to a team that's trying to fight their way in to the state tournament. Because where you sit at, this is not, again, not the spot that you want to be. Coming out of the timeouts, the Caps down 3-0 with 9:37 left to play. Face-off will be Olivia Swenson, Ashley Lee, and Katie Reese are out there right now. The Rushmore Thunder only have 4 players on the ice. Now they get Mallory Chisholm will get on the ice late, so they started to play down 5-on-4. Here is Katie Reese in. That shot flutters wide, and around it goes. Ashley Lee will pick it up in the far side corner. She'll circle around. Good pass out to the point. Nemec with a shot. The rebound chance for Reese, and it never got all the way to the net. On the side of the net it goes, where Swenson now will play it. It comes back to the far side boards. Threw it towards the slot. No one there for the Caps, and it'll be taken here by number 19, Samantha Woolsey. At the blue line, it is going to be offside. As the shot came in, but it was an offside carry in offside with the Caps. So it'll be a face-off with 8:54 to go here in the second period. So the Caps down 3-0 with Chisholm and Skyberg both scoring. Are in a tough spot right now. Face-off is taken here by the Rushmore Thunder. Brenna Ullman chipped high up in the air. Bounces down, and it's held in by Olsen. Couldn't get to the net, though, as now Sarah Byrne able to get over for Ashton Lee. And here comes Lee in. Swings wide. Her shot save is made by Long, and the rebound was loose, but the Caps couldn't get to it in time. Livy Olsen was able to play it around. Her pass just off of a stick. Otherwise, it would have been Ashton Lee standing in front. There's a long pass. Will go all the way for an icing. Well, they would believe she was on the right side of the center line, so there was going to be no icing. Byrne couldn't get the pass over for Swenson, but it does come over now here for Kafka, who will start to bring speed into the neutral zone. And Kafka carries it in onside, winds up with a shot that goes wide. Back out here to the blue line, held in by Brenna Ullman. Caps will be in the midst of a change. This is a period of long change, but if you're in the offensive end, it's the short side. Kami Larson, her pass intercepted, and now Cover, 2-on-1, carrying it in. Cover over for Skyberg, but led her too far, goes back into the corner. Lissa Stahl will turn. Able to knock down Skyberg. There's a wind-up shot that goes wide after Vitas trying to tee that one up. Going to be all the way around. Lily Hoffman chasing after it. Caps will complete their change right now with 7:24 to go here in the second period. And then we have too many on the ice for the Lady Caps. I believe whoever jumped off the ice was not actually off whenever either Katie Reese or Kami Larson played it. So it will be our first penalty, and it will go against the Lady Caps. So it'll be a bench minor for too many on the ice. And with 7:20 to go in the second period, the Rushmore Thunder now have an opportunity to increase their 3-goal lead to make it 4-0. Evan Woods. So Katie Reese will end up serving the penalty. So here is Hengelov, the face-off win. High off the glass, stays in play. Swenson rolled up over skates, but now here is still the Rushmore Thunder. With it, there's a shot. Save is made by Stuart Fromm. She was able to get the glove around after she caught it and was able to get the glove on it. And there is no rebound. 7:06 to go in the second period. 13 seconds gone by in the first. Hermanson and O'Donnell's penalty kill. Sarah Byrne and Bradley Kafka will step on the ice. Swenson will stay on the ice with Emily Nemec. The 4 penalty killers here for the Lady Caps. Kafka hard off the boards, off the face-off win, but doesn't come out of the zone. Back to Kafka, and she's able to clear the zone that time. It'll be a rolling, bouncing puck that will go all the way down. Long will play it off into the corner. Pass goes up, and then Sarah Byrne plays it. Caps had delayed offside, but it'll come all the way back to Kafka. She'll wait, throw it all the way back down again. Good job there by Kafka to have the patience, and then was able to throw it all the way back down the ice. 6:40 left to go here in the second period. Swenson trying to step up. I don't know if the Caps were onside or not. Can't see the referee here on the near side. He does have his arm up, so the Caps did have to tag back up. There was no offside, and now the Rushmore Thunder are back in with 1:08 to go on the power play. Holding the zone is Hengela another time. She fans on a couple passes, knocks down Swenson. That puck is still loose over there in the corner. Swenson gets pinned to the boards. And the Rushmore Thunder have it another time. That pass for Cover. Handcuffed her. Swenson, though, intercepts another pass. Gets it out of the zone. And then it will be out of play, I believe. And it will be a face-off in the neutral zone. 45 to go on the power play. 6:04 left here in the second period. And the face-off, Kaya Olsen will take it against Ashley Lee. See if the Caps can find a way to get a short-handed goal here. But in is Vitas. That shot goes a couple feet wide. But it was a hard slap shot from Vitas. There's a wrister. They score. From the point, it goes through. And it's now a 4-0 lead. As I believe it is Lily Hoffman that scored. Excuse me, nope, it is Cover that scores. And the lead is now 4-0 for Rushmore. And on the power play, they get it. 5:52 to go here in the second period. Cover scores, makes it 4-0. And the Caps will have to get their fifth player out there. Emily Nemec will come on the ice. Face-off is won by Swenson. So now it's a real danger spot here for the Caps. Bradley Kafka over for Reese. At the red line, was able to tip it in. Cover. Skyberg gets the assist. Her second point of the night. Kafka. Lee holds his own, but then played right off of the Rushmore Thunder. That's just been how the breaks have gone in this period for the Caps. Get up 3 second period goals. Down 4-0 on just 4 shots against. There's a pass that's blocked by Kafka. 5:10 to go. Nearly played it back in front of the nets. It does come in front. Touched along by Vitas, but not played by the Rushmore Thunder. And now here's Swenson. Swenson at the blue line. Able to play it across. And then at the blue line again, the Rushmore Thunder. Vitas will get in the zone. Rolls around the Zamboni doors on the near side. Kafka plays it across for Lee. Good pass, but maybe a little bit too hard off the stick of Swenson. The Rushmore Thunder right in the offense going. However, they don't want to get too stale offensively. Here is Swenson back from her own end. She'll turn, try to chip it out. But it goes off of the Rushmore Thunder Hengela. And then kicked along by Rushmore. And Evan Woods was able to get it back behind the net. She'll turn. Hard off the boards, but it goes off the skates. Held in at the blue line. Woods was able to do that. Under 4 to go here in the second period. Pass comes in front. Rebound chance. Hengela shot in the rebound. They score again. Rushmore is up 5-0. Woods taps in the rebound. Rushmore is 1 goal away from starting a continuous clock. here in the second period. Woods got her second of the season.
Number 8, Evan Woods, assisted by Polina Engla, and number 50.
Engla gets the assist, and Hoffman gets the secondary assist. So it is now a 5-0 game here with just 3:45 to go in the second period. Caps have now even more and more work in front of them. Puck's behind the net right now. This game is not over yet. We see this offense. They can come alive here at any point. They scored 6 goals against Rushmore in that second game of the season. Here's a shot from Elena Youngblood. That went just wide. Went off of a stick in front. Held in by Brenna Ullman. Here comes around. Going to be played up. Cover gets hit by Lee, but was able to clear the zone. Emily Nemec with 3:05 remaining in the period. Pass goes up. Elena Youngblood over for Lee. And then she lost the puck. Stick lift there from Lee. Alyssa Stahl backhands it in. Lee will chase after it. Hard around it goes. At the near side boards. Played out by Rushmore. Chipped along by Olsen. But then it was played again by the Caps and Emily Nemec. But back for the Rushmore Thunder another time. Skyberg is in. A good stick from Brenna Ullman. Bouncing puck, was able to bat it out and got to the blue line, but not out of the zone. Vitas throws it to the side of the nets. And Stuart Fromm was able to stick it to the side. It will finally come out of the zone. Lily Hoffman has to play it across. And then back for Vitas on the tape. And back in. She'll circle. Back in her. Nearly comes in front, but it was intercepted by Ullman. Otherwise, standing in front was Olsen to try and make it 6-0. Lee couldn't chip it past Olsen. Under 2 to go here in the second period. And Lee now throws it all the way down and will ice it. No, they're going to wave off icing. So the Caps will have to quickly make the change. Lee might have been icing it just to get that change made. Katie Reese. Going to be played across. Evan Woods. Got that 5th goal of the game for Rushmore. There's a shot. Save is made against the grain by Stuart Fromm. Swenson trying to stick handle out of danger. And she was able to get past a couple of sticks, and now she plays it back over for Ullman. But Brenna Ullman plays it up off the boards. Alyssa Stahl. A couple of players are down. There's a shot. They score! Alyssa Stahl scores with Ullman down right now. That player's tangled up. And I believe the goal was scored. I don't think they stopped play, as Ullman is slow to get up. I believe the goal will count. They do have it up on the board right now with 1:11 left to go here in the period. And Ullman will make her way out. And we'll see if that, as the referees talk about it right now, there was no indication of stopping play. Well, then Alyssa Stahl scored. If they don't score, I don't think they stop play right away. So I believe we're gonna have a good goal. With 1:11 left. So it is 5-1 with Alyssa Stahl scoring.
That would be a capital goal.
It is Alyssa Stahl, her second of the season. So it is 5-1. Caps are now down by 4.
The goal was made by number
That's a huge goal to get. To pull within 4. Ullman, who was hurt on the play, ends up getting the assist. They're going to wave off icing with 47 seconds left to go in the period. Emily Nemec stops behind the nets. Good play to get around the Rushmore player. And then here's Moore have to wait to tag back up. Bird now passed a little bit too far for Ashley Lee. Back for Lily Hoffman. She'll turn in her own end. Lost the puck to Swenson. And Olivia Swenson trying to get pass over for Ashley Lee, but could not. With 17 to go in the period. Up the boards, held in momentarily, but now back the other way. 2-on-1 come the Rushmore Thunder. Vitas is in. Her shot goes off the stick of Abigail Stewart-Fromm with 5 seconds to go. That one hits the linesman. and it will come out, and that will do it for the second period. The Caps get one important one back, but they're still down by 4 heading into the second intermission. 5-1, Rushmore Thunder lead over the Oahe Capitals. We'll come back and recap that second period for you after this. You're listening to Oahe Caps Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pierre.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art 3-dimensional 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the capital city area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux Avenue in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your locally owned independent auto parts store, 500 West Sioux in Pierre. Go Caps!
As we welcome you back here in the second intermission, the Oahe Caps down 5-1 at the end of 2 periods. Goals in the period. It was first Mallory Chisholm got the first one with 10:24 to go in the period and make it 2-0. That was assisted by Paige Zimiga, her second point. And then Candace Skyberg got a goal just about less than a minute later to make it 3-0. That came from Vitas. Then Kaylin Cover on the power play, assisted by Skyberg, made it 4-0 with 5:32 to go, 5:52 to go. The Caps had used their timeout if they went down 3-0. But then it was Evan Woods that got the goal from Hengela and Hoffman to make it 5-0. She batted in a rebound with 3:53 to go. And then with 1:11 left, it was Alyssa Stahl that got a huge goal to make it 5-1 at the end of right before the end of the second period. And Brenna Ullman got the assist, who was hurt on the play. Hopefully she's able to return in that third period. But she did go down with an injury, a lower body injury, as she was holding the leg. But she did get the assist. The Caps did get that goal, made it 5-1. But they're down by 4 and have a lot of work in front of them in the third period. It was a too many bench minor, too many on the ice for the Oahe Caps in that second period that allowed Kaylin Cover to get the power play goal to make it 4-0 at the time. And the only power play of the game has resulted in a goal for the Rushmore Thunder. Coming in to tonight's game, when you look at the terms of power play percentage and penalty kill percentage, it was Rushmore at 11.4% on the power play, and the Capitals on the penalty kill at 93.3%. They allowed just 2 power play goals against until that goal went in. So that power play percentage will go down just a little bit, but they still have killed off 28 of 31 penalties against them so far this season. The Rushmore Thunder, they've only killed off penalties in 19 chances. They're at 52.6% of the penalty kill. So if the Caps, I know they don't pick up a whole lot of penalties in 11 games. That's not even 2 a game. But if they're able to go on the power play at all, the Caps, they have to be able to score. Their power play percentage has not been good so far this year, but they have a lot of firepower to it. And the Caps, if they do go on the power play, and hopefully they will at some point in this third period. They've got to cash in. They've got to cash in on just about every chance they can get because they're down by 4. They were down by 5, but being down by 4 going in the third period is a lot of ground to make up. But they have the ability to do it. They have that opportunity and ability to do it, but it will take a lot here for this Hawaii Capitals team down 5-1 at the end of 2 periods. We'll step aside, and when we come back, we'll have more of the second intermission. We'll fill you in again. We talked about the games in the first intermission, but we'll tell you about those games across the state here in the second intermission again. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own house and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pierre.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the capital city area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto.
Alyssa Stahl, the lone goal scored by Alyssa Stahl for the Hawaii Lady Capitals so far in this game. So the Caps, they are down 5-1 going into the third period. And be looking for an opportunity to make a comeback in this game as we look across our scores here from the States. Again, only one game done so far in each of both the boys and girls. They have completed both those games, and this is the only other girls game going on in the state tonight. But Watertown beat Yankton 6-0, and Mason Witt had 5 goals in that game. The Mitchell Marlins won 7-2 over the Yankton Gazelles in girls hockey after scoring 4 first-period goals. They were up 5-0 before Yankton scored, made it 6-1, and then 7-1. So they did have a little bit of a running clock late in that game in the last 7 minutes or so. But Yankton was able to score a second one, made it 7-2, and that's where Mitchell was able to pick a win over the Yankton Gazelles here this evening. So those are our only scores of the day between boys and girls hockey. And we look across the rest of the state. Aberdeen and Sioux Falls 2 will play in Aberdeen and boys hockey at 8 o'clock tonight. Mitchell and Sioux Center at the Toshiba will play at 8 o'clock. And it will be Rushmore and Brookings here tonight. That will be coming up at 9 o'clock Central Time, as those two are the final undefeated teams in the States. And we'll see what happens here. We'll have, again, all the state tournament games on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. That will begin the first weekend in March out in Aberdeen. And then the second weekend in March, it'll be the boys state tournament. Jim Lloyd and Jeff Anderson will join me on the calls for that one. Jim Lloyd will join me here as the girls will be from Watertown, will be coming to the Expo Center the first Saturday in February. I believe he'll join me for that call on Capital City Rock here on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. For the boys game as well for that one. But the Capitals right now, Lady Caps down 5-1 going into the third period. Just one penalty so far as a bench minor for too many on the ice for the Lady Caps that resulted in another goal for the Rushmore Thunder. But they led it 5-0 before the Caps got that final goal of the second period with 1:11 to play. Alyssa Stahl got her second of the season. Brenna Ullman got the assist. and it made it 5-1. And now the Caps, who are out shooting the Rushmore Thunder 19-14 through 2 periods, have to find a way to outscore Rushmore by 4 in this third period to at least force overtime and pick up a much-needed point. These are 2 big points, and Rushmore right now has got to be feeling good. It's a tough place to play here. No matter if it's boys or girls hockey, it is tough to play against the Rushmore Thunder here in Rapid City. Boys have struggled the last several years to pick up wins. The girls team right now struggling in a game where they really didn't struggle at all back at the beginning of the season when they won 6-2. They really didn't struggle at all. I mean, they led 4-0 before Rushmore finally got on the board, and they ended up winning 6-2. But the Lady Caps down by 4 at the end of 2 periods. And again, next Saturday, it'll be the Caps and Rushmore Thunder again, but it'll be the boys varsity team that will have for you as those two will meet up again. We saw that first game here in Rapid City where it was a 5-3 win for the Thunder. After they were down 3-0, the Rushmore Thunder, they came back and won 5-3 to pick up 2 points over the Caps, and the Caps have a chance to avenge that with a win on next Saturday, and coverage will start at 5:40 with puck drop at 6 o'clock from the Expo Center on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. And the next day we'll have the Aberdeen Cougars in town for more boys varsity play as the Caps will be looking for another big 2 points over them. The Cougars did steal a point and go to overtime with the Caps way back at the beginning of the season. It was the Cougars' first game of the season. The Caps were playing just for the second time in 2021-22. With the Caps right now, they are down 5-1. Lady Caps down 5-1 after 2 periods. Goals in the game, it was Paige Zimiga along with Mallory Chisholm, Kata Skyberg, Kaylin Cover, and Evan Woods have all scored, and that made it 5-0. Alyssa Stahl got the latest goal to make it 5-1, and that is where we sit at the end of 2 periods. Back with the third period after this. You're listening to Hawaii Capitals Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pierre.
Tired of walking out in the morning? Crew at Sunmasters in Pierre, and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the capital city area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux Avenue in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your locally owned independent auto parts store, 500 West Sioux in Pierre. Go Caps!
Back here at the Rushmore Thunderdome as we are getting set for the third period. Caps right now down by 4. And we'll be looking for, you don't have to get it quick. It's not like you got to get that first one very, very quick. But down by 4, you don't want to take too much time before you get that first one because it will be tough to pick up those 4 goals if you don't score right away or don't score quickly to open up this third period. But they are down by 4, 5-1. As we welcome you back in here on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports. 19-14 in shots in favor of the Hawaii Caps. But Isabella Long has been very good throughout this entire game as she's made stop after stop, 18 saves on 19 chances. The Caps probably a little bit frustrated with the way that they were unable to beat her early on in this game because they had good looks, good opportunities, but were unable to find the back of the net against Long. And then the Rushmore Thunder had a lot of good looks in underneath and right in front of Stuart Fromm. So now as the Caps return back to the ice, they will go from left to right. The Rushmore Thunder from right to left, and we are set for the third period between the Hawaii Lady Caps and the Rushmore Thunder. Olivia Swenson, Ashton Lee, and Katie Reese will start out this third period with Bradley Kafka and Emily Nemec on defense. Ada Skyberg, along with Vitas and Cover. Olsen on offense here for the Rushmore Thunder as we're underway here in the third period. And the Rushmore quickly gets that opening faceoff. A shot from the side blocked up by Nemec. And then her stick gets tangled up underneath Vitas, who lost her stick. And now a pass from Reese to Lee. And Lee is in. Swings wide. Her shot goes just wide of the glove side of Long. Trying to get that first goal to make it a 3-goal game. Swenson, a pass goes over for Lee. Turnaround shot save is made by Long. And another really good look there for the Caps. Now charging here in this third period, as they should. Nemec stepped on the puck and actually went in the favor of the Caps by stepping on that puck. But it will finally come out here by the Rushmore Thunder. Nemec swipes at it, but Vitas was able to play it farther ahead. Vitas now trying to get it to the front of the nets. And Stuart Fromm was able to cover and get a whistle. So here with 16:07 to go in the third period. The Caps down by 4, 5-1. Face-off will be to the left of Stuart Fromm. Evan Woods will take the face-off with Swenson. And it's won by Woods. Comes all the way back, a backhander to the nets. That's blocked up. Larson backhands it out of the zone. Where the Rushmore Thunder will play it again here in the near side. Chisholm trying to knock down the stick of Larson. Hengela carries it in. Kafka back there on defense for the Caps. That pass goes to the slot, goes off of the stick of Stuart Fromm. And then here is Sarah Byrne. Her pass, though, intercepted by Woods. Kafka got it right back, was able to find it over for Byrne, and then touched from Larson. Back across the ice it goes. Byrne steps in the offensive end. Pass comes back out of the zone, where the Caps will have to tag back up. Nemec. Her pass goes back for Larson, but it's intercepted and taken here by Chisholm. Chisholm's got one so far. There's a shot and a glove save made by Stuart Fromm. Flash of the leather. 15-17 to go here in the third period. That clock for the Caps right now is going to seem like it's counting down 2 seconds for every one because they've got a long way to climb back, and that time will feel like it's getting shorter and shorter very quickly. As it'll be out of the zone, Alyssa Stahl chasing after it. But it is Cover that has it here for the Thunder. That pass across, it goes off of the boards, played back by the Caps. And now here is a chance for Ashton Lee as she carries it back in. Lee, her shot, glove save made by Long, doesn't cover for the whistle though. Alyssa Stahl back for Lee another time. Lee, a pass goes across for Byrne. Byrne trying to get the forehand to it, but unable to. And it'll be wrapped around the boards. To the far side it goes. Ullman will step up. Good to see her back on the ice as she keeps it in play. And in the zone. Around it comes and out. And now Kafka, who stepped back on the ice, who goes one-on-one. Vetus carries it in. Her shot goes high over. Stuart Fromm goes into the netting, and we get a whistle and a stoppage of play with 14:30 left to go here in the third period. And a face-off will be coming to the... Actually, it's going to be coming out of the zone. It did not hit anything. Did not hit Stuart Fromm. Did not hit the post or the crossbar. Just went out of play. So the face-off will be in the neutral zone with 14:30 left to go here in the third period. Brenna Ullman, a backhander. He played out Ashton Lee trying to carry it in, but it will be cleared right back out. And it will go all the way down for an icing. As it was Paige Zimiga who iced it for the Rushmore Thunder. Another offensive zone face-off. They're going to put it to the to the left of Isabel Long. Swenson will take it. Swenson nearly won it. It might have gone off of her foot. And then Lee ran into a couple of players. Nemec plays it off the boards, trying to touch it for Reese. But she got knocked off the puck. And the pass goes all the way across. Kafka banks it off the boards. Got it in the zone. Swenson. Nope, instead, she'll have to go into the corner to get it. With Lily Hoffman, that pass to the slot, but no one home for the Capitals. Lee stepped in front, intercepted the puck, and then Lee runs into one of the Rushmore players. And now we get a whistle. I believe it knocked the wind out of her. And it was just a collision that Ashton Lee and Samantha Woolsey ran into each other. And of course, Lee did not, or Woolsey took the worst of it. With 13:42 to go, we get the whistle. And the referees are talking about it right now, with everybody taking a knee on the ice. Woolsey will get up, and it will be a face-off in the Capitals' offensive end. Again, it just, Lee and Woolsey ran into each other. And, of course, Lee playing on the Capitals boys team and the JV and varsity team the last couple of years. One, she's used to checking, but two, she knows how to take a hit, and she saw that one coming, was able to brace herself for it, and Woolsey did not. Here is now Lee. She'll get into the slot. The shot save made. The rebound is trying to be poked at and trying to stuff it in, and Long will finally have it on the glove and will get cover for the whistle, and the faceoff will be just to the right of Woolsey. Of Long. With 13:29 to go here in the third period. Was nearly stuffed in by Swenson. Swenson will win this faceoff. Lee will take it. Her shot from the high slot was blocked up by a couple of skates. Up the boards, and then Lee and Kafka run into each other. And Lily Hoffman. Good stick there from Sarah Byrne. Up the boards, off the skates, does come out, but Lee will take it, swing it back in, and will go off for a change. Cover has it behind her nets. Outside the zone it goes. Nemec plays it back here for Byrne. One of the Rushmore players lost her stick. Byrne with a shot, knocked down off the stick of Long, and it bounced to the side of the nets. Swenson trying to play it back for Youngblood, but held in by Ullman. To the far side, and around it goes in the corner. Nemec holds it in one time. The second chance that could not hold it in. As she hit the ground, she was able to throw it back in the zone. Byrne had to swing around in a circle to tag back up. Now Byrne has another time. Trying to pass it over for Youngblood, but could not. Didn't have enough strength behind it. And the Rushmore Thunder will go back the other way before the Caps retrieve it. And Swenson now dumps it in. Swenson races after it to the far side. She dumped it in so hard it rolled all the way around and slid out of the zone. And it will be dumped in by the Thunder. Youngblood still on the ice. Maybe she's about to come off the ice, but instead it'll be played back down for the Thunder. That one's tipped as it starts to be chipped in. Ullman passes it off the boards. Lee will turn and take it. She'll wait. And now Lee will start to maybe pick up speed in her own end. Lee pass goes across, missing Larson, and will go down for an icing with 11:34 to go here in the third period. And a face-off here to the right of Stuart Fromm. 11:34 to go here in the third period. Caps down 5-1. Ashton Lee on the face-off win. But it will be played back. Instead, here is Zimiga. Zimiga behind the net. There's a backhander in front, and Stuart Fromm is able to shut the door and get the save. No rebound, and a whistle with 11:23 to go here in the third period. 24 to 17 in shots in favor of the Caps. 5-3 in this third period. The Lady Caps still trailing 5-1. Swenson and Woods on the face-off. It's won by Woods. The backhander from Zimiga into the corner. Byrne, out of the zone it goes. And from the backhander back in, here is now Swenson that will turn another time. Hard off the boards, but didn't have to take the right direction. It might have hit something off the boards. And now Swenson will retrieve the puck again and start to carry it in the offensive end. Here's a chance for the Capitals. Sarah Byrne will pick it up. 3-on-2 in the zone. Byrne across for Lee, but it will go handcuffs her. Lee back on the near side. Swenson plays it back over for Kafka. Kafka winds up, shot back for Swenson, a rebound chance, and that one swings through the blue paint. Byrne plays it back over now, Emick. Nemec a shot, that one bounced and was blocked by Woods. Back for Nemec again at the point. Pass goes over for Kafka. Kafka winds up, got to stick to it for one of the Rushmore players, but the puck was loose in the slot and played back again. It goes back for Kafka another time. Another shot. Goes all the way through. She scores. Kafka makes it 5-2. Bradley Kafka's got her 7th of the season. And this one's not over quite yet. 5-2. Kafka with 10:19 left. The Caps have scored the last 2 goals. A lot of traffic in front. Lee will get at least the initial assist. And we'll see if there's another assist. But it is now a 5-2 score. Swenson will take the face-off. It's won by Swenson. In by Ullman. Cover. Here is Nemec. Reese is in. Nemec gets another assist. That'll be a high stick, and it'll be touched by the Rushmore Thunder. So it'll be another offensive zone face-off here for the Capitals. Nemec gets the other assist. That is her 2nd of the year. And a offensive zone face-off again here for the Caps. 9:58 to go in the third period. They're down 5-2. But they have scored the last 2 goals. Swenson wins the face-off cleanly back for Nemec. Bouncing puck. She's able to dive to hold the zone, but it will be now taken by the Rushmore Thunder. And that pass goes all the way down and go on net, and Stuart Fromm will cover for a whistle. So unfortunately for the Caps, but it went straight on net, so they had to get a cover. With 9:47 left to go here in the third period. Face-off will be to the left of Stuart Fromm. Woods will take it against Swenson. Won by Swenson. Chipped out of the zone. Ashley Lee, she can pick up speed to get a breakaway. Ashley Lee is in with a breakaway. She shoots. She scores! It's 5-3. And the Caps are down by just 2 with 9:39 to go. 3 in a row for the Caps. 13th of the season for Lee. Swenson won the face-off, was out of the zone by the Caps, and a race for it. That Lee's going to win it every time. And a breakaway goal to make it 5-3. And a timeout now being taken by the Rushmore Thunder. We'll hear who the other assist is for the Hawaii Caps. That is they going to say unassisted, but it should have been, I believe it was either Nemec or Miller I think it was Nemec that chipped it out of the zone to make it 5-3, but a fantastic goal scored by Ashley Lee. It's now a 2-goal hockey game with 9:39 left to go in the third period. And the Caps, who are once down 5-0, have stormed back to make it a 2-goal game with 9:39 left. And a smart timeout here by the Rushmore Thunder. They've got 9:39 to try and hold on to it. And they've got to slow the momentum that the Caps have right now because they scored those last 2 goals not even a minute apart. 10:19 and 9:39, just 40 seconds apart between the 2 goals from Kafka and Lee to make it 5-3. Stahl got the first one with the minute 11 left to go in the period, and then Kafka and Lee were both able to score to make it 5-3 right now here with 9:39 to go. So this next goal, you don't have to now press as much as you probably were. You don't want to maybe change anything up than what you're doing, but now that you got those first two out of the four out of the way, you're 2 shots away, but with 9:39 left to go, you don't have to necessarily score the next minute or so. But the way that things are going right now, maybe you want to. Olivia Swenson is in. Swenson will turn. She's in the corner. That pass goes all the way over the top of the blue paints as Kami Larson is able then to lift a stick. Ashton Lee, she'll turn. She's feeling it right now through the blue paints, and it goes just wide. Nemec holds his own. Nemec on the back end. Comes back out to the blue line. Lee trying to punch it in farther, but it was then cleared away by the Rushmore Thunder, and it should go down for an icing, and it does with 9:03 left to go here in the third period. And again, this isn't a must-score minute here for the Caps. Yes, if you get that goal sooner rather than later, you feel better about than the next 8.5 minutes or whatever you finally score, because all you need is just one shot. But you're in that range now where becomes a much more competitive hockey game. And down by just 2, here's Kafka. She'll wind up with a shot that's blocked up. That would have been a good look with a lot of traffic in front, but it got blocked by Zimiga. And then Sarah Byrne, her stick gets either broken in the Zamboni door or got stuck in the Zamboni door. So she has to leave it. And it goes off the boards and back in. Those Zamboni doors, it's almost like a turf monster in football as the Rushmore Thunder will ice it. You just never know, when you get around there, you never know what the Zambonis are going to do, what that Zamboni door is going to do. And it was stuck in there. It looks like it's still good for Byrne. Well, maybe not. I don't know. It is a broken stick. Byrne's stick is broken, so she obviously has another one, but one that is tough to, that was probably the one that was feeling pretty good. Here's Ashton Lee. Dusts it off. The shot goes all the way through. A bouncing puck, and Long made the save. Swenson trying to wrap around chance, but never got to the front of the net. One of the Capitals players got tripped up in front. That was Stahl. There is no call against the Rushmore Thunder. And now to be played back around, here's Nemec. Got it out of the zone, and then offside, but they let it go. So the Caps still have it. I believe that they carried it in offside, but maybe they let go before it actually should have been an offside. Ullman plays it back to the Rushmore blue line. 8 minutes to go here in the third period. Caps are down 5-3. That pass will be come back the other way here for the Rushmore Thunder. And there's a shot save is made by Stewart from the rebound, and a save made again for Stewart from. The first one was by Olsen. The rebound chance came from Hengla. And Stewart Fromm was able to get both of them to keep this a 2-goal game. 7:49 to go here in the third period. Evan Woods and Ashton Lee face off to the left of Stewart Fromm. Lee won it. Byrne got out of the zone. Back in by the Rushmore Thunder. They have to tag back up. Kafka can take her time to go get the puck. She will turn from behind her own net. Pass goes through for Byrne. Byrne and Larson. 2-on-4 into the zone. Byrne trying to swing wide on her off wing. Backhander to the nets. Broken up by Woods. Back comes in front for Larson, though. But he played back around to the blue line. Reese held the zone for a moment. And then just unable to was Nemec, as she'll play it across now for Kafka. It'll roll up on Kafka's stick. Byrne, she'll turn. Her pass for Reese misses, and then the Thunder also missed it, so there is no icing. Lily Hoffman has it, then intercepted by Kafka. Kafka is in. Fans on the shot attempt, though, with 6:55 left to go in the third period. And now back for the Rushmore Thunder. Out of the zone, misses Swenson. It was tipped, so there is no icing. As will be played all the way back around behind the net. Pass trying to come in front, and a good play there by Swenson to intercept. Swenson will turn to get some space. Kafka missed the pass, so did Lee. But now Swenson back again. Lee calling for the puck. Swenson will wait. Now a pass. That was tipped by Rushmore, so it will go all the way down, and Lee's going to easily win that race and beat Lily Hoffman to the puck. And then she is checked in the board, so here comes a penalty coming up. But Swenson in front. Oh, they called the penalty too soon, I think. Maybe they called it right when the save was made. I don't know if it was, but Rushmore never had the puck. But the penalty comes up. A check is called on Hoffman. And the Caps have their first power play with a team that is 52% on the penalty kill. And with 6:18 left to go here in the third period, this is the chance for the Caps to find a power play goal to make it a one-goal game. They get the 2 minutes up on the board. Comes back for Kafka. Kafka will turn her pass. Caps will tag back up. Stahl came offside and came right back onside. That one hits the referee as it was cleared away by the Rushmore Thunder. Now Ullman will chase after it with 5:55 to go here in the third period. Ullman, though, fell down as she couldn't get out of the zone. The Rushmore Thunder thinking of attacking shorthanded. They don't want the Caps to get any more momentum than they already do. But played out of the zone. Stahl. Here is Kafka. Kafka will start to carry it in. Good stick there from Vitas, but another good job there by Kafka. Trying to play it across for Swenson. Swenson now. Swenson, a backhander. Lee just missing off the backhand of the stick. Played hard around the boards. The Caps are able to get to it. Nemec will get to it on the back end at the blue line, but it skipped over a stick and comes out of the zone. Larson plays it over. Here's Swenson. Olivia Swenson in. Turn it over, though, to the Thunder, and it will come be played around. 5:07 left to go here in the third period. As it is played up and out of the zone with 40 seconds left to go here in the power play. Around it goes as Larson now played forward. And Ullman, Sarah Byrne, with 20 seconds left to go on the power play. Here is now Cami Larson for Ashton Lee. And Lee starts to carry it in. Lee is in. Her shot. She scores! Lee makes it 5-4. Her second of the game, and the Caps score a power play goal, and they're down by just one. A power play goal for Ashton Lee. 4:23 to go here in the period. And the Caps are down by just one shot now. 5-4 is their score. What a shot from Lee. As now Swenson over here off the skate of Swenson. Caps are down by just one. Here's Bradley Kafka. Cami Larson over, and now here's Swenson again. The Caps are down by just one. Emily Nemec plays it back in. Caps down 5-4. Ashton Lee on the power play goal with 3:50 left to go here in the third period. Caps are just one shot away from tying this up. Larson, that puck gets blocked up by Hoffman. Both teams are 1-for-1 the power play. The team that is at 52% on the penalty kill gives up the power play goal as it's now 5-4. There's a shot that goes high and it hits the nets. It was tipped, so it'll stay in play. 3:34 to go here in the third period. Ashton Lee's got two. Alyssa Stahl and Bradley Kafka have the other. And it is 5-4. 4 straight goals here for the Caps. Swenson. It'll be now for Kafka. Off the face-off win. That one's blocked up. Comes in through the blue paints. And now here's Alyssa Stahl, who couldn't find the puck, but now Swenson will take it with 3:20 to go. Swenson carries it in. Lost the puck. Rushmore, they fanned on clearing attempts, but then it will be the second chance that will come out of the zone. Played across. Stahl. I think Rushmore are looking for a trip, but Stahl was playing the puck. No way that could be a trip on Alyssa Stahl. Here is now Bradley Kafka. She gets run into. That could have been a check against the Rushmore Thunder. Things are starting to get a little chippy. And Rushmore will ice it with 2:48 to go. No timeouts for either team. And the linesman looked up. And I think kicking a fan out of this game is not good. 2:48 to go. Face-off is won by the Rushmore Thunder from their own end. They lost the puck. Reese trying to get past, tries to come in front. Fanning on a one-timer was Larson with 2:38 to go here in the period. Reese comes back in front. Now to be played back around. Here is Larson. Here's Lee. That pass goes back in. He played all the way around another time and iced by the Rushmore Thunder with 1:52 to go here in the third period. Face-off will be to the left of Long. Stuart Fromm still in net right now. Caps out shooting the Rushmore Thunder 29-20, but they're down right now 5-4. They've scored 4 straight goals and trying for the tying one. Swenson wins the face-off. Stahl couldn't get the shot away. Comes back here for Nemec. Throws it to the net, but it's blocked up. Good stick there from Nemec another time. And at the blue line, it will finally come out in regulation. Caps have come all the way back. Down 5-0, make it 5-4. But they need one more goal to tie this up and get the extra point or get a point that they need here. 1:24 to go here in the third period. You're listening to KCCR FM Blunt, the Riverfront Broadcasting Station. A pass for Bird with 1:12 to go. Mishandled it. Actually never saw it. And now the Rushmore Thunder will dump it back in. We'll see how long it takes for Stuart Fromm to come off the ice. Kafka lost the puck. Now here's Woods with a shot. Save is made by Stuart Fromm. Final minutes here in the third period. This one will roll all the way down. Will they call icing? No, they put their hands down. No icing. Hoffman, Emily Nemec. Pass goes over. The extra attacker here for the Caps with Stuart Fromm at the bench with 40 seconds to go. Knocked down by Swenson. Good play there by Swenson. Into the offensive end. She'll turn on the back end. Misses the stick of Briley Kafka. That one might have been going on net, but Kami Larson was able to block it up. 28 seconds to go in the third period. The Rushmore Thunder are trying to just play this one all the way out. Here is Reese. Swenson. She's going to carry it in with 20 seconds to go. Swenson with a shot. It goes wide off of a stick. 15 to go in the third period. Held in by Nemec. Try to get a shot away. Blocked up. Come out. And the Hawaii Capitals here, and the Caps are offside. Swenson couldn't get back onside with 0.3 to go. And that will do it with one drop of the puck. And the Caps dug themselves a hole that they just couldn't quite get out of tonight. They were down 5-0 and got all the way back to 5-4. But wherever the faceoff's going to be at, it doesn't really matter. All it does is with 0.3 seconds left, you can't even get a shot away because they'll just drop the puck, and that will end this hockey game. So the Caps will fall 5-4, and the Rushmore Thunder pick up a huge third win of the season as they were outshot 29-21 in the game. The Caps were down 5-0. But were able to battle all the way back and made it 5-4 with 4:23 left to go in the third period, and just barely ran out of time, and will fall in this one 5-4 here tonight to the Rushmore Thunder. We will step aside. When we come back, we'll wrap things up here from the Rushmore Thunderdome. You're listening to Hawaii Caps Hockey on Capital City Rock and on YouTube at Capital City Rock Sports.
The frigid air of winter and the blistering heat of summer can really put a dent into your pocketbook. The gang at Weatherall Roofing and Insulation in Pierce say, just foam it. Saving money on your energy bills is what it's all about with Weatherall Roofing and Insulation. Let Weatherall Roofing and Insulation help you save money with their custom spray foam or blow-in fiberglass insulation. Call 224-7982 for a free estimate. And remember, just foam it.
Dr. Brian Hermanson serves Central South Dakota with specialty root canal treatment. Hermanson Endodontics aims to provide root canal treatment that is not only comfortable, but has a quality-first emphasis. We believe that by preserving as much healthy tooth as possible, we can help you retain your natural teeth longer. This is accomplished with state-of-the-art three-dimensional imaging and the dental operating microscope to guide diagnosis and treatment. Ask your dentist if a root canal specialist is right for you. Hermanson Endodontics, 1709 North Lincoln Avenue in Pierre.
Imagine your backyard turned into an outdoor oasis. Hi, this is Jason with Leisure Palace. Imagine sliding into a hot spring spa and having the jets pulsate and rejuvenate your body, then take a few steps into your own outdoor pool, swimming and enjoying time with family and friends. At Leisure Palace, we have a great selection of spas, pools, and many other items. The guaranteed lowest prices and your oasis for family fun and relaxation. Leisure Palace of Pierre.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the capital city area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux Avenue in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your locally owned independent auto parts store, 500 West Sioux in Pierre. Go Caps!
Insurance. We all need it to protect our homes, health, businesses, and belongings. But having adequate coverage is just the beginning. You also need the support of professionals who stand by your side to protect what's important to you. Fisher Rounds & Associates combines the coverage you want with the commitment you need. Fisher Rounds & Associates. At your service, at your side. With offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
Tired of walking out in the morning with a thick layer of frost and having to scrape your car? Don't want to freeze sitting waiting for the car to warm up? Well, what are you waiting for? Call Jason and the crew at Sunmasters in Pierre and they can install your remote start today so you can stay warm this winter and keep those windshields defrosted from the comfort inside your home. Call 224-6102 or stop in today at 1020 East Sioux Avenue. Sunmasters in Pierre.
Last minute and a half, but there's always next year.
As you look at what Abigail Stewart-Fromm did in Nets with 21 shots against, she made 16 saves, and I tell you what, I don't know if out of those 16 saves, I'm not sure, or I guess out of the 21 shots, I'm not sure if really any of them came from outside of 5 feet. They were all right inside on her, and she made some really good saves, especially after that game looked like it was about to get out of hand. She was a big reason why she was able to keep this team and have the opportunity again for a comeback.
Yep, she definitely kept the team in the game as long as she could. And I know the goals that she did give up, it was our defense just needs to clear them out and help her out a bit.
Going into now the next weekend and going into a couple of road games here against Aberdeen and playing on the road for the next couple of weekends against Sioux Center as well. What's that now after a loss tonight? What's that feeling going into next weekend?
We played better on the road than we have at home, actually. But I hope the girls come ready to play and we can hopefully get a W here in the next week or two. Yeah, and those Sioux Center games probably become very, very important to pick up at least 3, if not 4 points against them. Yeah, it would have been really nice to pick up at least a point tonight. Like I said at the beginning of the year, that's kind of our goal is to at least pick up a point every game. So points go a long way this year. Well, Coach, I appreciate the time. Good luck going into next weekend, and we'll talk to you again soon. Thank you. Head Coach Tessa Singleton as the Oahe Caps, they fall tonight 5-4 to the Rushmore Thunder. That comeback was nearly complete to send it to overtime, but the hole was just dug a little bit too far this evening as they could not pick up the overtime points, and it could not come all the way back to the Rushmore Thunder. The scoring, and again, the Caps were able to outshoot the Rushmore Thunder 29-19 in the game, but it was Paige Ziminga scoring first and the only first period goal that made it 1-0. And then Mallory Chisholm and Kana Skyberg, Kaylin Cover, and Evan Woods made it 5-0. 4 second period goals for the Rushmore Thunder. Alyssa Stahl with 1:11 left to go in the second period made it 5-1. And then, Bradley Kafka and Ashley Lee scored twice. Kafka scored the first goal with 10:19 left to go in the period. And then less than a minute later, 40 seconds later, Ashley Lee made it 5-3. And then she got a power play goal to make it 5-4. But the Caps just ran out of time and were unable to pick up that 5th goal to tie the game up.
and send it to overtime. So the Caps now at 3-5, 2-1. I know Tessa Singleton a little disappointed with the outcome, and there's a lot of ways to look at it, a couple different ways to look at it, because the Caps played really, really well in that third period. They looked like a team that could go out and beat any team in the state. But that second period got away from them, and I'm sure she's probably going to go back and look at it and say, boy, that second period is a period that feels like we can't beat anybody in the state. And that's as she also said, that's just a game of hockey. Sometimes the breaks don't go your way. You just can't get that one extra pass, or you can't get that one clear that turns things around for you. And that's just the game of hockey. But the Caps are struggled just a little bit in that second period, and that was the big reason why they found themselves down 5-0 and ended up losing the game 5-4, and just couldn't quite come all the way back here this evening. So the Caps, although they go 1 for 1 on the power play, Rushmore did as well, and that wasn't the difference maker, but those first 5 goals by Rushmore, and the Caps stormed back, made it 5-4, but end up falling here tonight. Rushmore now at 3-9, so the Caps still have 3 points ahead of Rushmore, but that's a game that Rushmore truly needed, and the White Capitals really, really needed as well. You don't want to think that you're going to lose to Aberdeen, but if you look at the rest of the schedule and you look at Aberdeen and Sioux Falls and then how everything else kind of plays out, I'm not saying that you can't get the win against Aberdeen, but you're probably saying you'd rather say we're going to get a win against a team at the number 9 spot in the standings than over a number 3 team in the standings, because really how it will line out. But the Caps didn't get those 2 points, or at least a point tonight, so it becomes all important to maybe steal a point against Aberdeen or take 2 points away from Aberdeen here coming up next weekend and coming up here in the next couple of weekends when the Caps will be on the road. They'll go to Sioux Center here in a couple of weekends as well and play Saturday and Sunday. So that's another game. That's another 2 games that the Caps will really, really need to get a couple of points in. Thanks to Spencer Kelly back at the station as we'll wrap things up here from the Thunderdome. The Caps, they fall here tonight 5-4 to the Rushmore Thunder. John Wickler saying so long, have a good rest of your weekend, and back at it next Saturday as the Caps will take on